Hello everybody, welcome back to another Warcraft Rumble video. And today we're taking a look at my best decks for the 3 Alliance leaders. But before I dive into that, I do want to give a huge thank you to Blizzard for sponsoring this video. Taking a look at our first leader, Maiev Shadowsong. She is a very powerful leader in Warcraft Rumble. If you aren't using her, you need to check her out. Now we are rocking the talent Remorseless, which allows her to deal double damage for 2 seconds after killing an enemy unit. And obviously with Maiev being a great unbound stealth assassination type unit, this just further enhances her ability to do that, and by far the strongest talent in my opinion. Now, because Maiev has the unique ability where every unbound unit that you play decreases their gold cost by 1 down to 1 gold cost minimum, obviously we want to prioritize using unbound units in our army. So we have 3 of them in here. We have the Safe Pilot, we have the Quill Boar, as well as the Whelp Eggs, and the entire strategy here is just cycle these 3 unbound units as much as we can, getting Maiev's gold costs as close to 1 as we possibly can before we use her. Now for the other slots, we have the Blizzard spell with the talent Cold Snap. In slot 2 we have Defies Bandits with the Pick Lock talent, just a very powerful troop for only 1 gold cost. You can get 4 gold from 1 chest for a 1 gold cost unit. Very powerful. If you're playing a map that has no chest in it, I would definitely recommend using the talent Deadly Poison instead. Now for the Safe Pilot, we are rocking the talent No Much Cloaking Device, which grants the pilot cloak upon impact. Very powerful, keeps her alive in so many more scenarios, and in my opinion by far the strongest talent for the Safe Pilot. Now for the Quill Boar, we are rocking the talent Bristleback, which allows it to deal a small amount of damage to melee attackers. However, if I had it, I would be using the talent Bramble Burst, which inflicts poison upon emerging. In my opinion, that is the strongest talent of the 3. However, I just don't have it unlocked right now. Now we also have the Murloc Tidehunters with the talent Safety Bubble, which basically blocks the first attack against them. Because they are a low health unit, having that bubble makes them so much stronger. They can survive so many more scenarios, dealing way more damage. And then obviously for the last slot, we have the Whelp Eggs. This is one of the strongest troops in the entire game with the talent Flame Burst. So because you can use them anywhere on the map, all 3 Whelp Eggs spawn, and then with this talent, those eggs will explode, dealing damage to everything around them before they hatch into the actual Drake. This makes it so much stronger. Not only are you getting a distraction unit and a flying unit, but you're also in a way getting an area of effect spell as well, which just increases the versatility of the troop overall. All right, let's jump into a heroic mission to see how this deck plays out. Now we got 2 trolls coming left side. Let's go in with the Murloc Tidehunters. Then I'll drop down a Quill Boar tank for those guys, and then we'll get some Whelp Eggs here for these grunts coming in. And I think we'll go in with a Safe Pilot. I want to get both the trolls in there if we can. Can we get the last one in there? Boom! Yes, there we go. Perfectly timed. Now, obviously, we'll go in with some Defies Bandits right side, Tidehunters, and then we'll go with 1 more Quill Boar for this tower to tank once those guys finish off the Prowler. All right, Quill Boar going down, tanking, Murloc's going in, destroying. Now we have the gold cost of Maiev down to 2, but I'll probably drop down 1 more unbound unit before we go in with Maiev herself. I'll probably go in right here in this tower with some eggs, and then we'll go in now with Maiev Shadowsong. Boom. So watch this. Boom. Destroys that troll, only costing me 1 gold, finishes the tower off, and then tanking for the rest of that push going in, maybe getting 1 shot to the boss. There we are. Nice. Let's go. And, oh, that catapult's destroying that tower. You know what? We will lose that tower there, which is fine. We'll just spam the right side here with a Defies Bandits and the Safe Pilot, obviously deploying with that stealth effect. Let's go Quill Boar here, and then some Whelp Eggs on the boss. We're getting pretty close to getting that gold cost of the Maiev down to 1. Just need a few more unbound units here. We can go in with a Cobalt left side. Let's go Quill Boar here for these dudes. And then now, okay, we have Maiev down to 1 gold cost. We'll drop her here for these grunts. She'll spawn out, destroy them, and then increase her damage by double. Boom. There we go. Finishing the boss off, securing us the victory. And that right there is the Maiev Shadowsong deck. Obviously prioritizing using those unbound units to decrease the gold cost of Maiev herself. Let's get a reward over here. Boom. Alliance Tomb. I'm going to go in with the Harvester. Let's go Safe Pilot. And then for the third option, we will go in with the Arcane Blast. So let's take a look at our second deck for Tyrion Fordring. Now, Tyrion is also a powerful leader. We are rocking the talent Divine Shield, which grants a magical shield at 30% health, absorbing all damage for 5 seconds. It is a very powerful talent, by far the strongest of the 3 options in my opinion. Now, once again, we're rocking the Device Bandits with the same talent, just overall a very effective unit. Blizzard with the Cult Nap talent. Then we have the Gargoyle with the talent Wing Buffet, which increases the movement speed by 33%. Now, I'm using this unit because it's my primary kind of win condition in this particular army composition. It has a ton of health, flies in there, destructs everything, allowing your lower health units to go in and destroy while they are distracted. Once again, we are using the Murloc Tidehunters with the Safety Bubble talent. If you don't have that safety bubble, I would say go ahead and use another range unit. If you have the Griffin Rider with the talent Mighty Throw, you can go ahead and use that instead. You can also use the Pyromancer with Pyroblast. You can also use the Dark Spirit Troll with the Big Bad Voodoo. Basically, you just want a range unit in that spot. Then for the 4th option, we have the Quillbore. Once again, very, very powerful Unbound tank. And then for the final option, we have the Harpies with the Infectious Swipe talent, granting poison to their attack, and overall just making them deal much more damage. All right, I jump into another heroic mission to see this army in action. I'm going to go Tyrion up here in the middle for that Prowler. Oh, he's going to drop an Elemental down. That's fine. We can go in some Murloc Tidehunters here, and then probably a Gargoyle up front here. We will soak that tower damage, and then we're going to go in with the Harpies right side. There we are, and then, ooh, let's go Quillbore. Before that tower locks onto my Harpies, we'll distract it with the Quillbore, allowing the Harpies with their poison attack to go in and destroy, and they will finish off the Murlocs as well. You can see the Murlocs without that safety bubble just go down so much faster. Tyrion's going again. I'm going to go in with the Kobold here once that tower is captured. There we are. Then we can go for this left lane push. Tyrion up front. We've got some elementals coming down here. Let's go Tyrion with the Tidehunters. You know what? Tyrion does need some assistance there. So let's go in with the Harpies. Destroy that Golem. And then I think, oh, you know what? That boss is dead. Easy victory. Deck is very powerful. And overall, really fun to play, really fast cycles that kind of keeps the momentum going in battle. And there are some options in terms of substitutes that we want to use. Like I said before, that range slot, instead of the Murlocs, you can use the Troll or the Pyromancer. Let's go Raptors here. I'm trying to optimize my entire collection instead of just the highest units. We'll go in with the Ogre, or you can use the Griffin Rider with the extra range talent. I feel like the Griffin Rider, the extra range talent is almost mandatory, but if you're going to effectively use it, because the range is just so short without it. So having that extra range in there just makes it so much more viable in my opinion. So that is the Tyrion Fortune deck. Let's go into the deck for Jaina Proudmoore. She's obviously a 3 gold cost range attacker, and her unique ability increases the level of your spells by 3 whenever Jaina is actively in play. So with that in mind, you want to have a few spells in your deck to synergize with that ability. And then we are rocking the talent Flurry, which enhances her attack, granting frost to the nearby enemies. So overall, pretty similar strategy here. Defies Bandits, Blizzard, and then they have the Execute spell with the talent Bloodthirsty, which grants Bloodlust to the allies within the area of effect. Obviously, with the ability of Jaina, you want to have some more spells in your deck to kind of utilize that mechanic. We have the Harpies here, the Quillbore, and then once again, the Gargoyle for our main win condition. And let's jump into another heroic mission with Jaina Proudmoore at the helm here and see how this army plays out. Now, if I had to rank them, I would probably say Tyrion and Maiev, I would say are tied, in my opinion, for like strength and abilities. I think they're both very, very effective, very versatile. I think Jaina is a little bit harder to use of a leader, but she still has some really cool abilities with the way that she can increase your spell levels. So if you're looking for like a somewhat easier deck to pick up and play for the first time, my recommendation would be the Tyrion deck for like beginners and new players. If you're more advanced, looking for a solid deck option, I would choose Maiev, because she is just really, really effective with that, with the unbound mechanics, and lots of the unbound units are just overall really effective. And then if you like spells, obviously Jaina is the way to go. So let's go in with a Kobold here right lane for that Gold Vein, also to capture that Meeting Stone. That Gargoyle is just going, this guy's just going crazy on this tower right here, or the boss, sorry. Look at this, ready? Boom. The Execute with the extra levels from Jaina, just destroying that boss. There we go. Boom. Let's collect a reward over here. Alliance Tomb. Let's choose the Arcane Blast. Let's go Skeleton Party. Even though I do use Safe Pilot, I'm trying to get all of my units up to the same level, just so my collection level increases. Let's go Maiev over there. Cool. So there are the 3 alliance decks. If you guys have any suggestions or questions, feel free to leave them down below in those comments. Also, be sure to download Warcraft Rumble through the link down below in the description and join my guild if you are looking for a guild. We need some more active members to go in and do those raids together as a guild. So feel free to join. And once again, a huge thank you to Blizzard for sponsoring this video.